Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, we're gonna talk about diets, what works and what doesn't. And I wanted to talk about this because I posted a couple questions this week asking what diets have you done, what's worked, what hasn't worked. And so I really wanna talk about this and educate you on diets. So here's the thing, the diet industry is a $70 billion a year industry, and they all claim to be the end all be all. This is the answer. And I get it. We all want to believe like this is it. Okay, if I just do this diet, I'm going to reach my weight loss goals. Let me know. Give me like the hands up emoji if you've ever thought that. Like this is the one. This is the answer. I'm going to do this. This is going to work, and I'm going to reach my goals. And that's what they want you to think. The sad reality is they don't actually want you to succeed. And I know I sound, like negative Nancy or a conspiracy person if I say things like that, but it's a $70 billion a year industry. If any one of these diets worked, it would wipe the others off the map, and you wouldn't feel the need to pay for more diets, and they wouldn't be making their $70 billion a year, okay? So I want to explain to you a little bit about diets, why they don't work, okay? So let's take a diet that is eliminating an entire food group, or telling you have to eat at only certain times, or you have to, you can't eat sugar, right? These are things that we can do for a short period of time, right? When we're motivated. The thing about motivation is it comes and goes, okay? And so when you start a diet, you're motivated, you're geared up, you're like, let's do this. No matter what they tell you to do, you're gonna do it because you're motivated, you're driven. This is the time it's gonna work. But motivation wanes, okay? And life kicks in, right? Reality kicks in. And there's only so long that you can live your life while cutting out entire food groups that you actually like, right? I always say, I'm a vegetarian. I cut out meat, chicken, and fish over 35 years ago. I don't like it. It grossed me out, okay? I don't recommend it to people. But when a diet is telling you to cut out something like carbohydrates, which most people love, or it's telling you you can only eat in this tiny window of time, there comes a point where that just doesn't work anymore, okay? And then what can happen is the all or nothing mentality comes in, right? So it's like, I'm not supposed to have carbohydrates. Then the minute because they're bad, carbohydrates are bad. Eating past 7 o'clock at night is bad. So the minute you do that act or you eat that food, you are bad for doing it, right? And this is the all or nothing mentality. It's like, well, I ate pizza, I may as well just eat everything and I'll start over on Monday, okay? Let me know, drop, the fire emoji if you've ever done this. If you've ever said like, well, I blew it, I might as well just, finish it off strong and I'll start over on Monday, or I'll start over next week, or I'll start over after the weekend, whatever it is, okay? Let me know, give me the fire emoji if you've ever said that. Because that's what a lot of diets do. It's the all or nothing mentality. Like you can't have carbohydrates because they're bad. So the minute you have them, now you feel bad, the guilt sets in, and it's like, well, I blew it, I might as well just go overboard, okay? The other thing diets do is they drastically cut your calories, okay? So a lot of these diets where you're just drinking shakes or just eating power bars, and keep in mind, all of these diets are cutting your calories, okay? The law of physiology states energy in equals energy out. If you take in more energy than you burn, you will gain weight, no matter what. If you take in less, you will lose weight. And I say this all the time, if you need 2,000 calories a day, and you eat 1,500 calories a day of Reese's peanut butter cups, you will lose weight, okay? You will feel like crap, your skin will break out, your hormones will be a mess, your gut will be a mess, you won't feel good, okay? I don't recommend it, obviously, but you'll lose weight. If you eat in a caloric deficit, you will lose weight, okay? That's a fact. So all of these diets are cutting your calories. They're just disguising it by cutting out foods, cutting out food groups, limiting the time you can eat, making you drink shakes and power bars. Bottom line is they're cutting your calories, okay? The problem with a lot of these diets is they're cutting them too low. So if you needed 2,000 calories before and they're cutting you to 1,200 calories, how long do you think it's gonna take your body to say, crap, I don't know when I'm gonna get food again, let me slow down. And it's gonna learn to live on 1,200 calories. It's gonna say, okay, this is my new set point. Okay, you gotta remember back in the day, right, hunters and gatherers didn't know when they were getting food again. So your body is literally gonna shut down and say, I'll learn to live on 1,200 calories. So now, when you go back to eating 1,500 calories, which used to be a deficit, you are now gaining weight. So this is what happens on these diets. This is why you're yo-yoing, okay? You go on this diet, it drops your calories too low, your metabolism slows down. The minute you go over again, which used to be a deficit, now it's over, you gain weight and you yo-yo, okay? And a third issue with a lot of these diets is you are catabolizing or eating away at your very own muscle. So things like keto and Atkins and all these low carb and no carb diets, your body needs carbohydrates. It is your body's preferred source of energy. Your brain can only run on glucose. It cannot run on fat, it cannot run on protein. It runs on glucose, which is carbohydrates, okay? So what happens if you don't have carbohydrates? Can't use fat. What your body's gonna do, it's gonna go to its muscle, it's gonna take the protein out of your muscle, and through a process called gluconeogenesis, it's gonna make glucose from the amino acids in your muscle. You're breaking down your own muscle to do this. Muscle is your fat burning machinery. It burns 3 times as many calories as fat. So now you're losing muscle, you're slowing your metabolism. Guys, we're losing muscle as it is as we get older. The average person loses a half a pound of muscle every single year from your late 20s on. So between the age of 30 and 50, you're on track to lose 10 pounds of muscle. Okay, a pound of muscle can burn up to 50 calories. Look how much your metabolism is dropping already just by natural muscle loss, which yes, you can counteract that with weight training, but that's for another video. But if you're catabolizing your own muscle for fuel because you're on a low carb or no carb diet, you're dropping your metabolism even faster. So it's literally setting you up for failure. All of these, okay? They're too restrictive, so eventually you're gonna go off, okay? They're too low in calories, so your metabolism's gonna drop, and you're catabolizing your own muscle, so you're gonna also drop your metabolism, okay? I have been studying nutrition for 30 years now. Yes, I'm aging myself. I'm very old. But in my head, I'm 28. But I've been studying nutrition for 30 years. I have worked with over 1,000 men and women to help them lose weight and keep it off. And one thing I can tell you for sure, the only way to lose weight and keep it off for life is to never diet again. Diets set you up for failure. 95% of people who go on a diet gain the weight back and then some. The average dieter gains 11 pounds. Gains 11 pounds. Doesn't lose. Gains 11 pounds. Diets don't work. They're not realistic. You need to learn how to eat right that is realistic and sustainable. And this includes making better choices. Not labeling food as good and bad, but making better choices, okay? It includes eating all the foods you love because that's part of life. Okay, if a diet's telling you you can't have carbohydrates and you can never enjoy pizza or a piece of cake or a glass of wine, how long are you gonna stick with that if those are things you enjoy? Now, I'm not saying you have them every single day, but I eat all my kids' pizza crust. I literally hover over them like waiting, like, okay, you're almost done, I want that crust, okay? I love pizza crust. I baked some homemade cookies last night, and you better bet I had a cookie. I love my glass of Sauvignon Blanc, and I'm not giving that up. But I learned how to fit it in. I'm good 90% of the time, so the other 10% doesn't matter. It's about not restricting so that it's sustainable, so that you can do it, so you don't feel deprived, okay? It's about eating small, frequent, balanced meals with protein, fats, and carbs in every meal, so you don't feel hungry, okay? You're not looking for a binge because you're eating all the time, and you can maintain it for life. That's what it's about. It's about losing weight and keeping off for life. Because a lot of these diets, a lot of times people will say, and let me know if you've said this, okay? Give me the thumbs up emoji, okay? I'm trying to think of different emojis. Give me a thumbs up emoji if you've ever said this. I'm just gonna do this diet to give me a jump start. It's not giving you a jump start. It's setting you up for failure. I just talked about it. It's slowing your metabolism. So yeah, you're gonna drop some weight fast, okay? But then you're gonna gain it back more. You're gonna gain back that 11 pounds on average. Okay, so it doesn't work that way. It's not a jump start. It's setting you up for failure because it's gonna slow your metabolism and it's setting you up to maybe binge. It's also, you're losing muscle mass. It's not realistic, okay? So don't think, let me just do this to give me a jump start. It's not giving you a jump start. You're setting yourself back, okay? You need to learn how to eat right for life. And it's got to be enjoyable. So you're eating foods you love, okay? Yeah, in a perfect world, people would give up sugar and give up white flour and all that stuff. But guess what? That's not reality. So let's figure out how to fit in what we like and make better choices most of the time so the other time doesn't matter, okay? If you want a free weight loss consultation, let me know. I will do a free weight loss discovery call with you. I promise you, you will leave this call with information that will help you on your weight loss journey, okay? So just put it in the comments or send me a private message. We can set up a completely free call, no pressure, and I promise you, you will leave with information that will help you on your weight loss journey. But dieting is not the answer. And if you've done a diet and lost weight and gained it back, there's your answer. It didn't work. So thinking you're going to do it again and it's going to work this time, it's not going to work. It didn't work. You didn't fail. The diet failed. And a lot of people think, well, I wasn't consistent enough and I wasn't motivated enough and now I'm motivated. Like, nope, the diet doesn't work. They set you up for failure. Okay. So don't think that if you did something before and it didn't work, but now I'm motivated and it's going to work. It's not going to work because diets aren't meant to work. Remember, $70 billion a year industry. They don't want to lose that income. And if you succeed, you're not paying for another diet, okay? So keep that in mind. Private message me or put it in the comments if you want to set up a free weight loss consultation. Happy to hop on the phone with you. I promise you, you'll leave the call with information that will help you on your weight loss journey, all right? Have a great day.